Kia ora everyone, welcome back to our gorgeous bed and breakfast here in the rolling hills of Kaukapakapa. With those stunning views of the Kaipara Harbour in Auckland, it's Angela again, and today we're working on another fun part of our pond project. This is part 3 and it's going to be a creative one. We've got a few little op shop purchases here. We have a bird feeder, which looks pretty cool, so we're going to hang that out by the pond area. A little bronze deer, a shiatsu book, and I got one of those, I think it's a bamboo, I don't know, pillow thing that will be good for Kani with his arthritic legs. So I'm going to take the pond feeder down, the bird feeder down to the pond shortly, put the little deer into a deer cottage somewhere, and we'll read up on the shiatsu book. Okay, the bird seed feeder looks brilliant. I've got some chain there. I'm going to try and hang this chain up in here somehow, twist it around and clip it together, and then we'll hang it somewhere on a tree down by the pond area. Tricky, isn't it? Do you want me to hold the bird seed container? Today's a gorgeous Sunday. Just fed the animals and we've got guests coming midweek with their young daughter, and so we have loads of work to do this Sunday. But it's the first time we've actually really seen sun in a wee while. Everything's so wet and boggy, but it's so exciting to see the sun. So some of the jobs I have to do is, as you can see in previous vlogs, I've had a problem with the chickens kicking up the mulch. I've tried numerous things, but does it look any better? Not particularly. So I'm going to sweep up all this mulch and I'm going to put it into, my garden's looking pretty good though. Oh, I've got some roses that are going to come out, some new roses. What I'm going to do with the mulch, I'm going to sweep it all up. I think I'm going to sweep out the chicken coop as well, and I'm going to put some in my strawberry bed, because you can see it needs some mulch and compost and soil, etc. My potatoes are in, they're looking okay. I've dug them up from other places, but they also could do with a little bit extra soil in there as well, actually, to be fair. And my lettuces are looking great, my peppers, my bok choy, and I've got daikon seeds that are popping up. Chickens are happy, fed. Okay, I've scooped out all the chicken poop and straw and whatnot, and I have spread that out into my strawberry patch. I've got the new strawberries and some compost there to plant in. And if you have a look in the chicken coop, it looks much better. Oh, even the new chicken here's to come to check it out, how much cleaner it looks. Anyway, I've got to get some water hanging up from those chains, and we'll do that today because I've also got outdoor water for them. Here's Henry, the third, just being fed. Always looking for more. So before I mow the lawns, I'm going to sweep up all of the mulch and things off the path, and I'm going to put that into my strawberry patch as well, on top of the chicken mess, and mix it all up together. And then later on today, when it gets a bit cooler in the afternoon, probably I will plant, it's cool enough now, but I've got some other things to do. I will plant the strawberries into the new strawberry patch, and then I'll start looking at bird netting. So now, some of the other chores for today are, I'm going to plant this sorry looking cyclamen down by the pond area. Going to give it a good water and some new potting mix or soil. Ducks are happy, they've been fed. The lone chicken has had chicken food with the chickens, ducks with the ducks. So we're popping off down to the pond because slowly but surely we are making progress. My bath area is popping into colour. It's a bit of work too.
We've been so lucky with this project because our amazing neighbour gifted us some paving slabs. So today we're getting creative and putting these down around the pond area, creating a more solid, structured look that will be perfect for guests to walk around and enjoy.
We've got some fill to go into the paving slabs, so that's a matter of wheelbarrowing it down the hill to fill up all the edges on the pond, which is going to take a little bit of hard yakka, but that's okay. We're used to hard yakka. And around this corner here, you can see just how wet it has been. Oh my gosh, it's going to be, that's how we got the tractor stuck in a previous episode. But coming up here, you can see the progress that we're doing. So the paving slabs, Cunny came along and sprayed all the weeds on the path. We've laid all the paving slabs out. I'm just going to put that cyclamen down there until I can plant it. Hear the birds, morning bird song, beautiful. Planted that money tree or good luck plant. I'm going to plant this gorgeous today down here somewhere. Hopefully it's going to fill up our space. It's called a Arctosis hybrid plum pink, so I'm going to plant that somewhere down there. Listen to the birds. What else? So you can see everything's starting to look pretty cool. I've got my first coat on of my fish. Rose planted in there. Oh, and up by that chair there, the giant chair, which is the same neighbour that gave us the paving slabs. Let's see if we can zoom in. I put a bird feeder up there. So maybe that's why the birds are happy. So you can just see it just up above the chair, the giant chair. We bought that bird feeder the other day at one of the op shops we went to for about $5. So it's amazing what you can get at these little op shops, these opportunity shops. My persimmon, astringent persimmon, is bursting into leaf. Here's my ume tree, looking good in there. I think my dahlias are starting to pop up. Yes, you can see them starting to pop up. My silk tree is bursting into life. I've recovered that hydrangea down there that I planted many years ago. That has been a struggle to get it kick-started. My mermaid looks happy, especially to see the sun. Mind you, she does like the water. We all know mermaids like water, don't we? And my signs up there. Happy, happy. But I'm going to go up back to the containers and show you what I have been given, and I think they're going to look incredible. I think that, oh gosh, it's so wet and sloshy. Oh, and also I'm going to mow the lawns today as well, because I guess, as I said, they're coming midweek, so there's a bit of maintenance to be done mowing lawns, weed eating around the edges. I've got to go out and buy some stuff to fix this little art piece that we've been given to put down by our pond area. It's so cool, the generosity of our friends and neighbours. And they've got something that there is their trash, it becomes our treasure. And I love that sort of recycling kind of thing. I love that it brings out the artistic flair. And here you go, have a look at these. They're bulrushes, and they're rusted at the bottom, and some of the leaves of the bulrushes have come away. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap wire round and round and round the base of them, soft wire, and then we are going to dig a little hole, put a plug hole of concrete in, whack them all in, and they're going down to the pond area as well. And our deer head, which we were given many years ago from my sister, we're going to put that back because it fell off the post, so we're going to put that back as well perhaps today. Oh, and I know what else I want to show you. Here's my plan for the middle of the gate. So I've got this gold knob that came off the bed because we only had 3 knobs on the edge of the bed. I've made my tin sort of rose. I'm going to put that gold knob in the middle of the rose, in there, screw that in there with a hole, and then I'm going to put the tin rose and the gold knob in this deer antler thing that I picked up at the op shop the other day. So that's all going to go in like that. It's all going to go in like that sort of thing. A bit hard to visualise with my hands in the way. And the 2 little cupids that I have painted a brighter gold. So I'm going to put in the hobbit gate, I'm going to put the tin rose in the middle, and then I'm going to put 1 cupid up there at the top and 1 looking down at the bottom, and that will be the face of the hobbit gate. So as you can see, I've got a few projects on the go today. I always find when I use creativity in projects, I always find it's a fun day, and to have this fine weather, oh, it's just glorious. So exciting.
You've probably seen these lovely bulrush garden art pieces around before, but they've been through a lot of wind and weather. Time for a bit of TLC. We're giving them some repairs before we concrete them in near the pond.
Okay, we're repairing the bulrushes. Kenny has a plan to, we've just put some insulating tape or some sticky sort of tape around there to hold the rushes all in place. And then we're wrapping it in some galvanised wire. And then what we're going to do is we'll spray it with some anti-rust stuff, which we've got. And then we'll sink a small hole in and concrete them into the ground. So, do you need a hand with it, Kenny?
Well, I just need you out of the way,
okay,
so I can try and get this
wrap it all in the round.
started.
Okay, well, I'll go and show you the other ones that the effect is. So this one here is not going to have, oh, it has got some leaves, sorry, and I'll have the bulrushes on the top. There's the bulrushes there, and we'll anti-rust paint from here down to the thing, and then
With some good repairs done, they'll stand tall and strong once again in the pond area. These bulrushes are such a unique addition. They bring a bit of artistic nature into the garden.
so I think we're going to put those up today. We might move some of my orchids down here, because it'd be quite good to move the orchids in here before the path is laid. Part of our pond project, I've decided that we're going to move the orchids by our front door down to the pond. They've almost finished flowering. They put on a magnificent show year in, year out. I look after them. I give them lots of feeding when they're flowering, and they were given to me and divided up for me from a dear friend of mine who passed away in her 90s or just turned 90. I used to work with her at the garden centre when I was just straight out of school, and she was a lifelong friend to me. Anyway, Shirley gave me her orchids, and she came and lived with us for a wee while, so we divided them up, and I think down at the pond they'll be really nice beside the bath, and I think the deer hopefully will leave them alone, but they're really heavy, so that's what we're doing now. We're going to figure out how we're going to move them down to the pond. If you have a look, they're in really big pots. They're almost finished flowering. There's 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, another one over there. We're going to leave these 2 by the door. We'll leave them by the front door, and we'll also move some more rocks down there. So Cunny's just gone up to get the little handheld trolley, and hopefully between the 2 of us we'll figure out how we're going to get them down there. Oh gosh, it's so muddy. It's hard work pulling up these orchids. I'm just coming to help Cunny, but it's a long way down and they're really heavy.
Yeah, I shouldn't let it go, eh?
Oh, don't let it go, it's going to bowl me over.
Yeah, well.
I'm coming to help you. Okay, we've dug in the orchid sources. So there's one there. Here's our lovely bath. We've got that orchid already in place. And we're going to put another orchid in beside it. Hopefully it's not too close. And then we're going to have one over here. So it's nice and shady in here. So we obviously need the shade. Okay, I'm just going up to help Cunny with the orchid number 2, and also to bring down some more edging rocks. I think Cunny and I have done a fabulous job bringing the orchids down here. 4 beautiful big orchid pots down here, done and dusted. They're finished, almost finished flowering. So we did it with a little furniture trolley and a sort of bungee type cord sort of thing, and they're here. So let's hope the deer don't have a nibble at them. And now down in this gap down here we're looking at putting in some bulrush sort of things, artwork. I've got to plant that tomorrow. I've just seen 2 frogs jump up here, some big frogs, but we're going to plant them in here somewhere.
Okay, this is the last hole that we're digging. We've managed to get our other 2 reeds in place. This is number 2, and then this is number 3, but obviously they don't have their reeds yet, and we are hoping that this will add to the artwork. We're going down around 350, 400 mil, a little bit of concrete and that sense, and hopefully that makes everything better. Cool.
Another glorious weekend. Luckily we've had some nice weather to come in from all the rain. So Cunny is just putting the bulrushes on. The frogs are going to love it, aren't they? I think frogs like bulrushes. Oh, they look pretty cool. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing that might keep the deer away. Have you done them in any particular rhyme or reason?
No, not really.
Oh gosh, the sun's so bright I can't see where the hole goes. Oh. Oh. I've got so many things to do today, but always in the eye of a good project would always come first. Shh, don't tell my husband. However, I'm itching to get on with this project, so the other ones that are probably need to be done, that I don't enjoy so much, will come later on. Look what I'm going to do. I've got this deer head that we were given. I've got a bit of a gold theme happening down in the pond area. I've decided to paint the antlers gold so that when this deer goes in its final resting spot down by the pond, it has a little bit of royalty to it.
You might remember me painting the fish gold on the gate in a previous episode. Today I'm doing something just as fun. These deer antlers will add a touch of elegance and whimsy once they're painted gold. It's all about adding character and charm around the pond area.
Now this is another one of those chores that I was talking about. I'm going to enjoy doing it, but it's hard work. All this lovely 3 cubic metre square of little stones. They're actually drainage stones, but they all have to be wheelbarrowed from this position all the way down past the playhouse, down that bank, all the way down that bank between those 2 flaxes, all the way down to, if you look way in the distance, the paving slabs for the pond project. So that is one of my jobs that I need to start on as well. But all the fruit trees are starting to pop into life. That's a persimmon there, that's a sweet persimmon. I have to come and grab the fruit before the deer do. Got some nice peach trees in there. But that is one of my other chores.
And of course, a beautiful bed and breakfast needs beautiful surroundings. A quick mow of the lawns and cleaning the pool to ensure everything is sparkling clean for our next set of guests.
Getting the pool ready. I always get the pool ready whenever I have guests coming. It's been a couple of weeks and I've got guests coming this Thursday. So we had to buy a bag of salt, and I'm going to put the cleaner in because we put the salt in last night and it's filtering it at the moment. But once the filtering stops, I'm going to chuck the pool cleaner in, and because we had a really windy week or 2 and all the leaves from all the surrounding garden end up on the cover and in the pool. So I will get that cleaned up. But the spa is all ready to go. They'll both be ready to go by the time our guests come. This is a perfect end to a perfect weekend. We've had lots of beautiful fine weather and it's still very wet underground, but I've managed to mow the lawns. I've managed to get out and plant in some plants around by the pond. We've managed to move the orchids down by the pond and they look pretty fabulous. We've managed to also put up our bulrushes that we were given, put some new tiling slabs, paving slabs down that we were also got from one of our neighbours, and to finish off a perfect weekend we are having a spa. Connie's just in our beautiful outdoor shower that we've got, and we are having a spa. Just bliss. Look at that. Oh. Just divine. If you have liked what you've seen, please share and subscribe. Until next time, take care everyone. Stay kind.
It's been such a crazy, busy, creative weekend at Adair Cottage, our bed and breakfast, but we've made some amazing progress with our pond project. It's really coming together with the new paving, bulrushes, and a bit of the golden flair. We can't wait for our guests to enjoy it all. Thanks so much for watching part 3 of the pond project. And if you're ever in Kaukapakapa, we'd love to host you here at our bed and breakfast. Until next time, ngā mihi.